Alrighty, all. Well, it's been quite some time. A couple weeks here. I've been so horribly busy and just have gotten so much done with, well, getting this house ready to go up to sale. We painted the entire outside, painted all the trims, took down some cameras outside, took out some lighting, had to de-weed the entire front, backyard, do a bunch of edging, cleaned out the second shed that's the same size as this. Took a bunch of stuff to the dump. Same with the basement. Took a bunch of stuff to the dump. Um, just packing up the house in general. And then with that, basically, it was taking up 10 to 14 hours of my day just doing all that. And I was just tired. Didn't want to work out. So I wasn't. And then last week, today's Monday, last Monday night, we left to Florida. Um, Drove most of the night Monday night. Stopped, slept at like 4 in the morning, or um, probably around like 2, 3 in the morning. Stopped, slept like 6, 7 hours. Got up and then drove the rest of the way to Florida. And we got into Florida at like 4:30 in the morning. And then slept. Wednesday we woke up, went and looked at some houses, found a house that we really like, put an offer in on it, and we're able to come to an agreement on that. So it's under contract. Got an inspector looking at that now today for one of the inspections for the 4-point and the overall home inspection. And then we'll have a termite inspector come out after that. But awesome freaking house. Quite possibly still going to have a home gym. We'll see. All this stuff in here is negotiable with this house and or currently for sale. If it comes with, cool. I've got a room to put it in. It's probably going to be a little smaller than this. We'll find out. But overall, I think it's going to work out nice. And then there's 2 gyms. There's a private gym and then like a Crunch Fitness. I'll probably go get a membership to both. And hopefully they allow filming and we'll be able to start filming in the gym a little bit, Not a lot of people like it, but man, I just kind of miss the gym environment. I miss being around people lifting heavy. I miss being around people who look better than me. So that way I can push to make myself be better, It's kind of like leaders chase leaders type of thing. And it's just big motivation. Then we ended up driving back after we did some contract stuff on Thursday. Or no, Friday. My bad, sorry. So Wednesday, Thursday, we were there. Friday morning, we did some contract stuff, signed papers, met with the lender, all that to get some stuff figured out. Made the drive back, and we got home Saturday night at around midnight-ish. Yesterday, kind of chilled, did a little bit of housework, but nothing too crazy. Had some house showings, so we had to leave for a few hours for those. Same today. Working on packing up the basement, just getting everything kind of boxed and organized over on the one side of the basement that has a cellar door, so it's easy to take everything out. And then now we're going to get some chest day done. I tell you what, now that had this big giant crazy intro of what I've been doing for the last couple weeks, we're going to see how the rest has kind of done for us. It's not been quite rest because I've been physically active, doing a lot of stuff, but we've rested from, per se, lifting heavy at least. So we're going to see if that diminished our bench today, or if we're able to work up to that 275 and try to hit 3 of them. I think I did a double and a single because my hands were sweaty and the bar kind of started to slip. So, but we'll see if we can work up to that. See how it feels today. But I tell you what, a couple weeks without taking any pre-workout, taking some pre today, and tell you what, does make you feel a little peppy, right? So, what? It does kind of feel a little weird setting up on the bench right now. But I tell you what, going through this process, man, everyone has figured out how to put their fingers in your cookie jar for you to keep as little money as possible when you're buying and selling a house. Because there is a tax for this, and a tax for this, and a fee for this, and a fee for that. And it's wild, the percentages they charge for this stuff. It's astronomical. How much money the system has been designed to take from you for nothing. So it's wild, especially here in Massachusetts. You pay a 5% tax stamp for selling your house. That's not on your profit side. That's not on your capital gains. That's not on reinvestment. That's, oh, you sold your house, we take 5% of that. No matter what. It is wild. And that's from the sale price. That's not after fees. That's not after your loan is paid off. That's right off the top. So you can end up upside down on selling your house just because Massachusetts goes, we take 5% of your sale price. It is wild the amount of money that you get robbed from you. All right. 225. So this is going to be our test weight here of where we're moving up to, if we're moving up today, or if missing the gym for a couple weeks here has impacted our performance. It's I don't know. The wrist feels a little funny and upset, but I think we could try to shoot for 275. All right, let's get this. 275. We hit it for a double plus a single with like a 3-second break 2.5 weeks ago. See if we can do it again. I don't know. At least a single today. Whew. That second single was crazy. Woo, it started to kind of roll up over my head a little bit there. Definitely shoulders flared out, or elbows flared out. I lost technique on that. It started to come up, got a little heavy, and my elbows went like this, and it frickin' stopped. I had to give it a little arch, pull my elbows back in, and was able to get the bar back up over my chest and press that. Whew, okay, well, 2 singles. I'll take it. But man, my hands get so sweaty with that weight. That is, it's hard for me to like grip the bar confidently. Like it doesn't feel like it's sliding out, but it's like, it's just wet. And I don't like it. So it gets a little sketchy. I might have to invest in some chalk. So, but I'll take that. 275 for 2 after 2.5 weeks not lifting. I'm only down 1 rep. So I'll take that. Let me get the cable set up and we'll knock out some chest flies. And I think that's just going to be it for today's exercises. Bench flies. Super simple. Tons of chest activation. We haven't hit it for 2.5 weeks. So it's not really going to take all that much. Whew. All right. So now we're just going to pump out some reps here. Just get as much blood as we can pushed into the chest. It definitely already feels quite fatigued. And it's got that central nervous system like overload fatigue type feeling where it gets a little twitchy. So we know that the stress from the 275 was adequate on the weight overload portion of it. Now I just want to finish pushing blood into it. But I'm glad I'm only down 1 rep. And that could just be rest. It could be I'm hydrated enough. It could be the fact I haven't lifted in 2.5 weeks and my body's just not prepared to fire the muscle fibers enough. Like the central nervous system isn't prepped. But as for can I move the weight? 100%. So that means next chest day, we're going to shoot for 275 by 3 again. If we can hit it, or maybe 2 sets of doubles at 275 might be the better goal there. Or a 2 plus 1. Because the overall goal is we got to get to 2 sets of 3 at 275. Then once we can finish the second set at 275, we can then go 280, 285, 295, and work up to 315 for 3. At least that's the way I'm trying to work up to it, because I don't want to just be able to hit 315 for 1 again. You know, we just did that a few months ago. And then we restructured our program into this main gaining, which I guess would be something like day 75 or something at this point. I think day 59 or 60 was the last day I kind of posted. Don't really know where I'm at. We're just not really going to go with series labeling at the moment because I've got so much stuff going on. I'm going to be missing days. I've got travel days coming up again when we move from here down to Florida, and then I got to find a gym and possibly unpack and reset up this gym, or I may not have gym equipment for a little while, so things are going to be a little scattered. So consistent video posting isn't going to be currently. But I do got to make sure I'm posting something. Getting some videos on there, so that way I don't lose a bunch of followers, which I probably have. But if you guys have made it through the video to this point, hit that like and follow for me, guys. Because I tell you what, here in about 7 to 8 weeks from now, we're gonna start doing things again. We're gonna get locked in on our diet. And the training's gonna get a little amped back up. We're probably gonna follow the same style of training pattern I have set up, but I think I'm gonna add a few exercises for each one of these days. And we're gonna make some gains. We're gonna start training hard again, like intensity hard, not just weight hard. So I've been kind of just cruising a little bit with things, you know, just going through the health stuff that I'm still trying to get figured out, why the fatigue and everything is so crazy. But we'll see where that goes. It's getting worked out test by test. So all the kidney stuff was fine. The creatinine levels were high, but there's nothing visually wrong with the kidney. So I think now they're probably going to end up doing some thyroid testing or pituitary tests would be my guess, to see if signaling hormones are low. Or they might just say, screw it, put me on some testosterone. We'll find out. I mean, truthfully, with moving and everything, I might just, once I'm down there spending the money, do my blood work at a men's clinic, or maybe Merrick Health or something, and see what they want me to do. Because the Medicare system sucks. Ugh. Man, there's a little shoulder vein that was showing up there. That's awesome. I like that. But with that, guys, that's going to do for today. I got these little chest pump going. It's definitely there. So I like it. Feels good. Tomorrow, hopefully we can get back in here. If not, day after, and we'll have another heavyish day. We'll go ahead and hit some heavy back, or actually legs. I want to do legs before I do back. So we'll have a nice squat day, and we'll probably do leg extensions, leg curls. With that, just really blast these little guys and tear them up, and then walk like a little baby giraffe for 4 or 5 days. But make sure you're out there working towards your goals, getting your stuff done, and most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.